Opening up, Rosa foul, lovely run, great goal, brilliant goal, Rosa.
В атакующем не испугался, ошиблась, да.
Попадает?
Да, попадает.
Every single pass that she does and still win. She's not.
We see the smiles all over the TV about women and their successes, but what happens behind the scenes? Lawsuits, abuse, judgment, ugly things that these women have to endure just to play the sport that they love the most. We pay very close attention to their strength and their success, but I think it's time we take a deeper dive into the world of gender inequality in sports.
Here we go.
USA won.
We're surrounded by women everywhere that have been beat down, discouraged, and completely stripped of their confidence. Joanne Rochette was a Canadian Olympic skater in the 2010 Vancouver Olympics. She still withstands one of the most recognized and strong women that perseveres in her challenges. She received this very horrible news just minutes before her very first Olympic performance.
No matter how much we planned for those Olympics, I could never have planned that my mom would pass away. It was a heart attack, so it was a surprise to all of us. I kind of told my coach and the skating federation that I would do the competition probably 10 minutes after I heard the news that my mom.
After this devastating news, Rochette proceeded with her performance and ended up with the bronze medal at the end, holding all of her emotions back just to achieve the goals that she had set for her and her mother. This is her reaction.
I started to cry right away, but I think it was just the stress, the emotions, and I was just so happy that I skated, but I didn't really remember how I'd skated.
Another group of women that must be recognized for their tribulations includes our very own U.S. Olympics gymnastics team. These women, at such young ages, went through some of the most terrifying things a woman could ever imagine: sexual abuse. All of their victories and successes over the past decades were brought into a dark light once investigations happened within this program. Larry Nassar was the team doctor and committed these heinous acts that disrespected all of his clients. He was accused of sexually abusing them as treatment for their pains that the sport had caused them. Aly Raisman was an Olympic gymnast who had spoken at his trial, and this is the emotional video of what she had to say.
Larry, you do realize now that we, this group of women you so heartlessly abused over such a long period of time, are now a force, and you are nothing. The tables have turned, Larry. We are here, we have our voices, and we are not going anywhere. And now, Larry, it's your turn to listen to me. There is no map that shows you the pathway to healing. Realizing that you are a survivor of sexual abuse is really hard to put into words. I cannot adequately capture the level of disgust I feel when I think about how this happened. Larry, you abused the power and trust I and so many others placed in you, and I am not sure I will ever come to terms with how horribly you manipulated and violated me.
This emotion did not only show the pain it had caused the athletes, but the pain it had caused for the families of the athletes as well.
Inmate Nassar, I pray, and I'm sure this goes against several's opinion in this room, but I pray that these county, state, and federal correctional staff that you will forever come in contact with perform their jobs to the best of their abilities to keep you alive. And don't you dare try to manipulate the correctional facility and be a coward and harm yourself. Alive so you can live in fear as you had inflicted fear, guilt, and pain on these young women and families.
These acts of Larry Nassar had made a huge dent in the world of sports and the trust among many athletes and parents. These women still persevere every day in the sport they love most. This was the outcome.
You've gone off the page here as to what I'm doing. My page only goes to 100 years. Sir, I'm giving you 175 years, which is 2,100 months. I've just signed your death warrant. I need everyone to be quiet. I still have contempt powers. I told you I'm not nice.
Finalistas y las que terminen en la posición de medalla.
Women every day still fight the fight for gender equality in sports and making their name known in the world for all the beautiful things that they have to offer, including power, strength, and a lot of love for their dear passion, their sport.